Hey guys, me, Philip and Aaron just got back from walking around Upper Hutt, and it kind of all started. We got asked by Michael to make a video sort of around the topic of representing a misrepresented God. And so we went out with the mindset and the goal to actually gather some information on people's perspective and view on, one, who God is, or what's the first thing they think about when they think about God, and two, what's the first thing people think of when they hear or talk about Jesus, and what's the first thing that comes to mind when they think about a Christian. So we wanted to get an idea of what our community thinks about and their perspective on who God is and what a Christian is. So we did that. We went around not just asking people about what their belief is or their opinion, but we also wanted to have an influence and show people what it's like to actually represent a misrepresented God. And God is love. So what we did is walked around and just loved on people. And we had some words of knowledge, and we had some words of encouragement for people, which also led to some healings, and we were able to just bless some people generously, and it was a good time. So what you're about to see is just how we went out to show the community, and even just to show you guys a little bit of what it's like to represent a misrepresented God.
Pray. Yeah.
Well, probably in my head I imagine just a building, like a church.
Nothing.
No.
So you don't think about it, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
I think from my own experiences, there's too much evidence against it for me to buy into it. Yeah, personally.
Yeah.
It's something I've dabbled with in the past. I've gone to church with some friends, experienced it from that side, plus I've also learned the whole scientific side. It doesn't match up with what I've learned, so it's not for me.
Spiritual. Yeah. That's cool.
Probably my work, because I work in church.
Oh, cool. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
And just you just think of your work?
Yeah, that's basically it. Yeah.
Religion.
People knocking on my door.
Yeah. That's your other thing. Cool. Is there anything else?
Not really. That's about it.
What's the first thing that comes to mind when you think about God?
He's the creator of the world.
Anything else?
He's like our father. Like he looks upon us.
Oh,
What's the first thing you think about?
well, looking after everyone, mainly.
Yes.
Yeah. And, yeah.
Looking at.
Hopefully we all go to heaven one day.
Yeah.
Sacrifice.
Cool.
Jesus, probably a real dude, but the whole Son of God aspect of it, I don't think so, personally.
Pretty honest.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes you hear people trying to think about this. It's probably food. Here comes the food. Here comes the grace. Spiritual. Life.
That's good.
Adam and Eve.
Life. Something that for people to believe in.
I don't know, there's like the guy that was put on the cross. Or maybe. Cool.
Like he's the man. He's one of us.
Person who believes in something that may be real, may not be real.
Generally good people with good intentions. Yeah, I like that. But then obviously, as with any group of people, there are some who take it too far, like the Westboro Baptist Church.
Yeah.
Things like that.
Beliefs, I suppose.
Yeah.
You know, people believe what they want to believe, so I mean, I'm totally, hard to really say. It don't really pops into my mind anything, just...
Yeah.
Probably go with, I guess just sort of happy, I suppose, just generally wanting to make a difference. So, I think that's probably it. I mean, if I was to categorise the people, I'd say, good people, generally. So.
Oh, that's a tough one. I don't know, like each their own beliefs, I guess.
What you're about to see was one of the more special moments we had while we were out filming. There were several words of knowledge and some words of encouragement, but this little encounter was really, really special. These two guys got touched by the love of God in a really cool way.
Just think he's like a friend to help you out in bad times. It's a hard one, bro.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, well, I think of like the creation theory and all of that. Like, if they say God created everything, then what does that say about science? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
you think of God versus science?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, well, I think so. Definitely.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's what we wanted to get.
Yeah.
Just this is random. Like, does any of you guys get like any pain or anything in your body, like maybe knees or back?
No, or like sometimes I feel legitimate.
So is this sore right now?
No, not really.
What about you? Any shoulder pain or anything like that?
Had a little knee. It's sort of surprised.
So is it sore right now?
Little bit.
How bad? Like from 1 being 10 being the worst.
Nah, it's about 5, 6, 7.
Right now?
Right now it's sort of alright. Like it's tolerated, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Can I prank that?
Okay, brother.
Tom, thank you God for Tom. I just command all pain to go in his knee right now. All pain leave in Jesus' name. Jesus. Just that. What are you feeling? Try and like move it around, see if it's still painful.
It's less painful, that's for sure.
Less? Completely gone? Or is there still a little bit there?
It's good.
It's good?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's cool, right?
Mate?
Bro, what I feel about you, I feel like you have a real humble heart. I feel like you're the kind of like the smallest guy on the team, but you're there to be part of the team. You help out, and you will you have someone's back no matter what.
Yeah.
Like you're not there to rule over someone. You're always there to give them the extra push. I feel like you have this real serving, humble. You're a gentle person. I feel like not many people want to get on your bad side just because you just have that love for people, and not being like, if people start to like get angry at you, you have like a tribe that'll back you up just because they know your heart, you know your like that love for you.
I had I was working in the field, in the fruit field, and I had a wind just literally fell down on my leg and pushed my leg backwards. And that's how my knee sort of,
beyond what I can.
Yeah.
How's it feel now?
It's good.
It feels good? It feels?
Hey.
Is it warm?
It is.
Yeah, is it tingling in it?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it. It's like,
where are you from anyway?
We just go to church, you know. Well, we just follow Jesus, you know. It's not about church. Because like church sometimes messes it up, but Jesus never did. I feel like you, bro, you have this like unafraid of anything kind of thing. Like you will look at someone twice your size and you just know who you are, and you like you seek truth and you have like this boldness, and it's like you don't give that up to no one. Like if you understand and believe something, it's like you believe it until you die. Like you have this I'm gonna stand for what's right no matter what, and you have this like boldness, this unashamed, unafraid kind of fearless.
Yeah,
that fire that's inside you.
That's him. He's my brother from my mother.
Yeah.
We were like young buds, little ways, and now we had done our own thing, and now in our childhood, and come back together now. We're just catching up on good old times, but that's him.
Yeah.
He's like that.
Yeah, and I feel like God's made you that way for a reason, because when He gets a hold of who you are, you're gonna protect them, and you're gonna fight for them until the day you die, because because you're not someone who bows down to anything. If you know it's true, you stand up for what you believe, and you have this it's so cool. I'm like feeling God over me right now because He really He's made you someone. He's made you a strong man. He's made you a strong person, and He wants you to just. He made you for Him. So He gave you that heart for Him, and you're going to be someone who sets the bar for people, because I feel like you're not the type of person who's going to be you're not the type of person who's going to be like half and half. You're either all in or you're nothing. That's you. Fire up. You guys are awesome, man.
It's good to actually stumble across today. I've been in the troubled time, and now being with Jesus and He is sort of saying that we need someone to actually talk to about whatever. And I could just sit here all day and just talk to you just about anything, and you already showing that, hey, you prayed for my knee. It's been bad for ages, for ages, and all of a sudden it's sort of it's disappeared. My knee's like right there, and it's been sore, but you come along and you pray for their pain to go away. It sort of helped me out to realize that God is right there, and the help is right there.
Jesus died on the cross.
So after this, we prayed with the guy who got healed, and we shared the gospel with both of them. So they left being blessed and having an encounter with the living God, healing of the knee, and being encouraged into speaking into their destiny and their potential and their creative value. So the general consensus after asking all of these people was that most people didn't even think about God or even have any idea about any of the truth of the gospel. Even the simplicity of God, most people didn't even think about Him. So it's interesting. We're called the ambassadors of Christ, and we're called to be the visible representation of who God is. And if people aren't seeing God in us, they're not seeing God at all. So I just encourage us all to step up and run with this thing. Let's just let grace make us who we're supposed to be, and allow God's grace to actually flow in our lives to where we show the world Him through our lives. So Michael's going to talk on this and just share a little bit more about how we do this.